Hello there.
So I actually haven't watched any Sopranos in 2 days. That's been my longest active streak with not watching the show, as the uploads have been absolutely going off at the moment. But yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been able to watch the show in 2 days. And today I was at work and I came home from work. I was absolutely, tired, long drive home. And I thought to myself, let's not do any recording. Let's wait for another couple days. I'm like, no, this show, I want to watch it. And I'm bringing some energy, ladies and gentlemen, late in the day. What's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 23-year-old law and film student here for senior shooter, absolutely shooting his shot. And today, we are up to episode 3 of The Sopranos season 3. This one is titled Fortunate Son. Now, it would be a misfortune if they don't use the song by Creedence in this episode. As we've seen before, we've seen songs by Bon Jovi and numerous other songs in this series. So yeah, it'd be a shame if they don't use it. Let's see if they do. And last episode was pure cinema at Livia's funeral. Come on. The family drama is just getting kicked up a notch this season. Even with Livia gone, I feel like it's still going to be a madness. And with Richie gone, it's still going to be a madness. So yeah, let's see what's in store for us this episode. Let's get into reactions. Have some fun with this thing. Let's smash it. Let's go. Hey, Christopher got his button last episode, but as one of the comments said on my season finale, he has to get the approval from New York.
Chrissy, don't answer it. You just got in.
I have to. It's football season.
Oh, come on. There's no game tonight.
Sorry, you got the button at
Holy,
the end of
what's up?
season 2. That's how fast ahead I am.
Works for you.
Why? What's going on? Okay. All right. I'll be there.
Chrissy! And plus, it was a bitch getting off of work tonight.
Shh, Adriana. I think this could be it.
What?
He told me to look sharp and meet him at Modell's in half an hour. He told me to shine my shoes.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
Christopher?
Christopher!
Buy me a shirt and tie to go with this. Not the camellia, though. Paulie's got one just like it.
I can't believe it.
I
I mean, I knew it would happen, but...
I gotta admit, the fashion
So
sense on
now
these
can we get
two
outta here?
is top
You know?
notch. Best
Can
in the
take
show.
off, maybe?
You're giving notice today.
You wish.
The wife of a made guy doesn't host this.
I'm so proud of you. I love you, Christopher.
You better.
What is there to shave, fam? He was pretty clean.
I don't know. You getting called like this and going off all happy. I'm worried, that's all.
You've seen too many movies.
Hey, it's not a bad thing to see too many movies, man. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I still haven't watched Goodfellas. My rewatch of it, sorry. One of my favorite movies ever, but I need to rewatch it before this show. And I said that a lot of times. But I still haven't.
Where we going? You look good. Shoot your cuffs.
Where we going, Sil?
This is gangster.
Oh, here he is. So this is it. All right.
He sat on one ass cheek the whole way over.
My
Fucking movies, that's his problem.
Bullshit.
my expression totally changed right there. As soon as I saw the individual who I know is wearing the wire, like, it completely changed. I was happy for Chris, and I saw him. I'm like, oh crap! And I love the parallels between this in the season 2 ending right here. And I've just uploaded my season 2 reaction for episode 13. The parallels with Chris walking down those stairs almost made it look like as if it was the compartment or like the little area underneath the boat. And you see the facial expressions. Obviously, there's different people here compared to when Pussy was whacked. But like the change in atmosphere between that scene and this scene here with Chris walking down the stairs. You know, you had Pussy walking down the stairs of the boat to his death, and then you have Chris now walking down the stairs, for probably his initiation.
Let's get started. Come on.
The formalities. I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
All right, you know why we're here. So if you got any doubts or reservations, now is the time to say so. No one will think any less of you. Because once you enter this family, there's no getting out. This family comes before everything else. Everything. Before your wife and your children and your mother and your father. It's a thing of honor. Then God forbid if you get sick or something happens and you can't earn, we'll take care of you, because that's part of it.
If you got a problem, you just gotta let somebody know. This man right here, he's like your father. It doesn't matter if it's with somebody here or on the outside. You bring it to him, he'll solve it.
It's so gangster. It's so gangster.
Stay within the family. All right, give me a hand.
Oh, the crow. That's never a good sign.
Okay. That's St. Peter, my family's saint. Now, as that card burns, so may your soul burn in hell if you betray your friends and the family. Now, rub your hands together like this and repeat after me. May I burn in hell
May I burn in hell
if I betray my friends.
if I betray my friends.
Are they taking the Mickey here? Or is this an actual, like, thing? Is this the actual initiation?
Congratulations.
That crow's not a good sign. That watchful eye.
I was wondering what it was gonna be.
You're a made guy now. It's your turn to make some real money, and I get to relax a little. Your only problem in life now is you give me 10 points of your take every settle-up day. Other than that, you got no problem. My only problem in life, I gotta kick my points to that man over there. And onward goes this thing of ours. When you think of all the headaches most human beings have in life, ours are all boiled down to only one. Not a bad deal, huh?
You got it.
This is definitely not going to be what Chris expects it to be, especially early on, getting used to it. I feel like he's going to have some trouble, some frustrations, and obviously seeing the crow, he's clearly putting on, you know, a little bit of a little bit of a persona here in terms of, like, you saw him trying to compose himself during that scene right there, seeing the crow, and I feel like he saw that as a sign, as a bad omen and potential, you know, an indication of you've chosen the wrong path and there's worse things to come. That's how I see it. It's yeah.
Only thing, there's a 6G minimum every week. I gotta get something out of this. But $6 grand, that could be a lot or a little. Depends on you and how much you grow the business.
I love you, Paulie. We're in it together now.
I love you too, kid.
Take care of yourself. It's your health. Is the psychiatrist helping?
Oh, you know about that, too?
So what?
New York knows everything.
These days. My kid saw a shrink. He got court ordered for that thing with his wife. They're very happy now.
Whatever happened to privacy?
Our family's been doing our Jersey business a long time with the Sopranos. In a peaceful and profitable way. And I want to keep it like that. Take care of this for me, okay?
All right, Carmine.
Why fuck around? Be a better friend to yourself.
I will. I appreciate your concern, really.
Be a better friend to yourself, because sometimes he's his own worst enemy.
Is that your so-called fiancé?
He's 19, actually, and he can go all night.
When are you going back to Seattle, Janice?
Damn, he's dating a cougar.
It depends on how long it takes to settle Ma's estate.
Estate. Falling down house in some old lady underwear.
Sad, isn't it? What it all comes down to.
Janice, you know how much we love you. And you know how much we love having you around. There's a whole big house over there. And I know you want maximum value. So maybe for security reasons or so it don't fall into disrepair, you could stay there.
I've been thinking the same thing. I just don't want to push Svetlana out.
Yeah, well, I talked to her. She's moving out tomorrow, maybe the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
I'm done with Janice.
I better go pack.
Listen, I'm sorry for what she went through, but this woman is manipulative. She knows what she's doing. She's controlling. She has an overarching plan. So, I'm done with her. And also, you know what I love? I was editing my episode 1 reaction today, this morning, and obviously episode 1 of season 3 was a bit more playful with the cops trying to install the wire. And I loved when Tony made Agent Harris, and he drove past him, stuck the finger up. I love when Tony is playful and mucking around. I don't know, I get such a kick out of it. But then it's gonna be juxtaposed, or it's just gonna be completely sucked out of you by something dramatical that's gonna happen, or one of his outbursts. But like, for the time being, when I do see Tony a little bit playful, a little bit happy and mucking around, I feel like, yeah, it's just fantastic. And also just shows James Gandolfini's range, which is sensational.
Jesus Christ. Let me come around.
How you doing, Roy?
Congratulations.
Everyone know he a made guy now.
Large old blue eyes for this gentleman. Soft drinks of choice.
Well,
take away Tony Soprano, he's a zero with shoes.
yeah, but he's wearing a stripe now.
My Uncle Richie was gonna...
Yeah, but he never did.
It is what it is, my friend. It's just the way it is.
Congratulations.
When'd you get out, Benny?
DA tossed it. The witness bailed.
So, Jackie, how's Rutgers?
Fuck that. I'm dropping out.
Come on, bula bula. We're just talking about our former alma mater. They got the coffee house. It's a pure cash operation. And the beauty part is, I mean, who's gonna stop you? Kids? Campus security?
What are you telling him about that? That's ours. Watch where the fuck you going.
Kiss my ass! Hey! Take that shit outside! Don't disrespect the pizza parlor.
Fucking asshole. I know where you live.
You hear what I said?
Yo, it was good talking to you, Chris. Keep Dino in mind.
I want to sound like an asshole, but I really can't be seen in a place like this anymore.
We gotta move differently now.
All right. This has got to start showing results or end. I talked to a business associate of mine, a man I respect, about these panic attacks. Enough fucking around. Enough money in your pocket. What's the story here?
The latest thought on treatment of panic attack syndrome is a three-pronged approach.
So it's a syndrome.
Medication to treat the depression, psychotherapy, and cognitive behavioral therapy.
We've got you on medication. If you feel you're ready, you could see a behaviorist.
What do you mean? Talk to somebody else?
You seem unhappy with my approach. If you're really ready to commit to mental health, I say great. Let's get going. I'm ready to help. But we'll have to delve deeper, focus. This latest incident for starters.
All right. Fine. My daughter brought home a black. They were on the couch watching TV, snuggling. And she went upstairs, and I had a frank conversation with Buckwheat. I told him to stay the fuck away from my daughter. And she came downstairs, and they left.
And then you had the attack.
No, not right then. I went into the kitchen to fix a sandwich. I opened the cabinet. I saw a box of Uncle Ben's rice. Boom.
I see. The rice logo. The first onset of hyperventilation that occurred upon seeing the rice?
No, I was taking the gabagool and shit out of the fridge.
I'm thinking when you first came here, the panic attack with ducks. As I remember it, you were grilling meat, weren't you?
The memory on you.
Sausages, wasn't it?
Sausages, steaks, yep.
Wow. Let's get back to that gabagool.
I gotta take that. It's my busy season. Yeah. 50? It's pretty rich for one game. If it's good for it, take it. But keep me posted on Duke Wake Forest.
Yeah, she knows what conversations are going down, hence the sort of like changing mannerisms right there. trying to, you know, turn a blind ear.
Where were we?
The connection between your anxiety attacks and me.
Right.
USC? That spread could have opened at 18. Fucking top 10 team.
Even so, we should have laid off some of the action to Philadelphia. Paulie did it all the time.
You see him here?
Stress on the first day.
Answer the fucking phones.
First day at the office already.
Bro, the kid's late. He's being rude. It should be set straight.
Honey, he'll be here. I paged him. Honey, that poor kid lost his dad.
I lost mine when I was 6.
You know, Ralph had to drop out in the 11th grade to raise his brothers and sisters.
You'd never know it. I'm safe to this kid. That's because I'm in love with his mom.
What are we talking about?
Hey, AJ. Cheerleaders, any hotties, huh?
There's no cheerleaders for freshman ball.
Hey, how you...
These are
Bro, if I was AJ and I was close to a chick like Adriana like that, I'd want to... Bro, I'd be the most energetic person around her, bro. You got a glamour right there. And take the time to engage with her. Oh, man. Obviously, AJ's rubbed off the wrong way, as I think before with Christopher's interaction with Tony. But
string beans with Parmesan. You are very late, young man.
It's me.
Meadow, hi, babe.
Who is it?
It's Meadow. What are you doing?
Nothing. What's going on there?
No, Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
You want to talk to your father? He's outside.
Burning a cross.
oh, no. That was good.
Proper time. Here, your brother wants to talk to you.
No, I don't. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Everybody's here. It's really boring.
Is that Jackie? It's not him. It's Meadow from school.
Hold on, call waiting. Hello?
My mother there?
Yeah, 1 minute. And Ro. Yeah, I gotta go.
Jackie, where are you?
I can't make it.
We're all waiting. You promised.
Fuck it.
Come on, Jackie. The potential was there, fam. Get sucked back into the game.
He talks to me.
I'm not running a school here, kid.
Paulie, this is me. You know I'm good for it.
Don't fucking drag it out front, you. This isn't about that. You work for me.
Yeah, and I want to.
Just shut your mouth and listen. I'm gonna give you a couple extra days. But it's gonna cost you another 2 G's as a reminder not to fuck it up.
Yeah, it's called
I make myself clear?
it's called setting a standard.
And don't get me to like you. I'm not the one with the short bag.
Chris has got to understand it works differently now. There's pressures on different people.
Any word from your Ivy Leaguer? And how's calm with the empty nest?
What empty? Every 5 minutes, Meadow's home with a laundry bag or she's hauling food out. But I talk about Berkeley. She barely made it over to George Washington Bridge.
We created too nice a home life for them. They don't want to go out in the world. But hey, if they're closer to us than we were with our parents, that's such a bad thing.
Are you sure about that? What the fudge is Neo from the Matrix doing here? Come on, Jackie, really?
What time is it?
I'm here, Rona. Out of
The
respect to my father.
The attitude on this boy.
Make 2 phone calls.
He need to be humbled. Little baby.
I'm gonna say a few things. I'm gonna say some bad words. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I clipped your uncle. On the one hand, you'd be a shithead to believe me when I told you I didn't do it. But I didn't. And I got some bad news for you. Look at me. Look at me.
I'm the captain now.
No fucking way.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit the fuck down.
They say your uncle was a rat?
Look at me. Your uncle was a rat.
No fucking way.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit the fuck down. Your uncle was a rat, and now he's in the witness protection program.
It's my father's brother you're talking about.
Jackie, I'm a member of your family almost. You think I'm the only one that knows this about Richie? You ask anybody. This hurt all of us.
Jesus Christ.
Your dad and me, you know how close we were? He never wanted this for you. He wanted you to be a doctor.
Give me a fucking break.
Let me tell you something. Besides the money, which there's a shitload of, doctor's a very powerful position.
I'm no doctor. You know how hard you have to work to get your MD? How many years it takes? I was even thinking maybe osteopathy. But I don't think I have the grades for that even.
Well, you're not gonna drop out of Rutgers, are you?
No. But those fucking pre-med courses almost killed me. I only did it because my dad was sick.
But you should know, he never wanted this life for you. And I'll tell you something. I don't want it for my son either.
I was literally about to say, I feel like Tony sees a lot of AJ and Jackie right there in terms of that conversation.
Get off the ball! In for Posado.
Hey, put you your plate already. Put my kid in.
There we go.
The rules. I told you they wouldn't make it.
Look, Anthony's going in.
All right, AJ!
Anthony!
Okay, defense, 41 stack.
AJ!
Stick him, baby!
Come on, AJ. Come on, AJ. Jump on the ball. Everyone, jump on the ball. Did he pop his shoulder? Oh, okay. You gotta remember these little memories, man. Come on. It's those little memories. He didn't make it to the swim meet, but he made it to this.
It's my son.
Hey, tell the scouts. Tell the scouts.
You got a nose for the ball, Agent. That can't be taught. Oh. But a defensive lineman, you gotta have leverage, and you gotta have footwork. I remember staying after practice every day, hitting that sled till my shoulder was raw. But then you gotta reward yourself. So I'm gonna take you to Stewart's, and I'm gonna buy you some dogs.
I just want to go home.
You should be riding high after what you did on the field today. Come on.
Want to play some Nintendo? You and me?
When are you gonna throw that friggin' thing out the friggin' window?
Why?
Well, right. Play Nintendo.
Okay, let's go to Stewart's.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Buy some potatoes, please.
Anthony, the potatoes?
Sorry.
Every night.
I feel like I remember the episode. I can't remember which one it was, what it was titled. But it was the one where it revolved around the three women. Oh, the Knight in White Satan Armor. How it revolved around the three women that episode. And I feel like this episode, Fortunate Son, I feel like it could apply to the three main boys in this show, or like the three main young guns. Obviously, you have Chris and you Fortunate Son, probably of the Mafia, like the newly promoted son. You have Jackie, the son of Jackie, and then obviously you got AJ, the son of Tony. And there's obviously parallels with Jackie and AJ. I know there's a difference in age, but there's obviously, deterrence from Tony to allow both of them to get into that life. Obviously, protecting Jackie's wishes. We know how close Tony was to Jackie. But I'm not sure if I'm reading this right, but I feel like I see these three as the fortunate sons. And are they really fortunate sons to come from families like this? And especially Christopher as well. Is he the fortunate son seeing that crow? Or is it all just, meant to be like, is it a paradox? No, is it all meant to be, like the antithesis of that, like completely the opposite of the fortunate son? Is AJ the fortunate son because Meadow's away now and he gets the sole focus while she's away? So it's interesting to see those three characters going through some issues this episode, the three main young guns or the main boys that are sort of like on the come up per se.
Go ahead, pour yourself another glass. You need good bones for those open field tackles.
So, how was everybody's day today?
Busy.
So, Nana was asking me today where you might want to go to college.
I don't know.
West Point.
West Point?
Yeah, that's what you said.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You were sitting right there. You said either Harvard or West Point.
No way I'd ever have said that. I could never get in. Can we eat with the TV on?
No.
I
don't know what's AJ's problem this season. It feels like he has a hard time expressing himself.
Mom there?
Hey, how are you?
Is Mom there?
Yeah, she's here. How's school?
Fine. Is Mom there?
She's struggling. She holding the phone too long.
Is that Meadow? Can I talk?
Yeah, you can have her.
Hello? Did you hear what happened to Bobby Capobianco?
I love how the dinner table has also shortened because obviously there's less people. Usually we used to Uncle June there, Livia, Janice, Richie. It's now for 3 people.
You could sleep in your mother's room. I'm sorry about how I behaved at the cemetery.
Janice, I cannot give records back.
I wish you'd reconsider.
I know Livia left no will, but possession is 9/10 of law.
Let's not descend into that.
Feeling in me is she's not here to ask.
I know. I'm sorry. It just, this is an emotional issue for me. I thought that if we had the chance to talk one-on-one, I could make you understand how much those records mean to me.
He's still going on about it.
Just promise me you'll sleep on it.
It was that bird. It was that fucking bird in a window.
It was a coincidence.
I was making good jack at that betting parlor. I was in the fucking zone. Now everything turns to shit.
The bird thing is if it's in the house, flapping around. And that's death, not bad luck.
Will your mother loan me the money?
She's still paying for a hysterectomy.
Where's that fucking tennis bracelet I got you?
Why don't you get rid of that stupid fucking Range Rover, which you shouldn't have even bought if you couldn't afford it? Ow!
I'm sorry.
Alfred Hitchcock, baby, The Birds. I think it's just gonna be a big adjustment for Chris. You know, just being a made man. It's all gonna take some time. Don't tell me she stole the prosthetic leg. You absolute mother.
Janice!
Where's Samuel Jackson when you need him? I need him to say the mother. That's actually sad, man.
Janice! Janice!
Yeah. That's the right words. I don't care, man. Yeah, whatever. That's so dog.
Алло! Это Света! Эта ёбаная кабаниха спиздила мою ногу!
Fuck is this, dollar bills? You owe me $300. I ain't using, Chris, I got one. Shit, I want my money. I want my money.
Damn, he's scraping the bottom of the barrel for that $2 grand.
Hello, Tony.
Hey.
How have you been?
What is she doing here?
She brings old leg. Piece of shit made in Russia.
Substitute leg.
I have lost it weight. Cannot wear it no more. Only an hour, then starts to hurt.
I'm getting married. Did you know?
You told me. Wish you all the best.
She put into my sprite 3 halcyons.
I miss you so much, Tony.
Why don't we just stick to the subject here? Your cousin's missing a leg.
$20,000. That's how much it cost. Leg she took. Flex foot, latest technology with vertical shock pylon. Plus.
Yeah, she'd have win a soldier.
Boot. Cannot call.
I'm sorry.
You don't even want to talk to me anymore.
I don't see why we can't be friends.
You know what? I don't even know what I'm doing here, except you worked it this way. We could have talked about this leg thing on the phone.
I'm sorry, Tony.
It's not your fault. Hey, look, I'm sorry about your leg. I'll reach Janice. Janice put any food in there?
No, but I have orange juice. Plus there are 2 Miller Genius. And your mother's meat delivery still is coming every week.
А как же тетя Тоня? Ей же ведь тоже нужно приглашение.
Я думаю, что ей уже ничего не нужно.
Meat. Meat.
Доктора говорят, цирроз печени.
Oh, flashback Tony. Flashback Tony.
Southern California versus Notre Dame.
Weasley, son of a bitch! You got payments you can't make? You come see me. Work out a plan.
I swear, I got a vendor owes me $300.
Shut the fuck up!
Your wife's weekly order's all ready. There's got to be $30 worth of meat there. Gabagool, chops, and a beautiful standing roast.
You gonna backtalk me now? Junior, get him over here.
Oh, wait, please. What are you going to do?
So Tony eating the cup of coal clearly triggered her.
Anthony, what did I fucking tell you?
What, your father never cut off anybody's pinky?
That's traumatic for anyone to witness, much less an 11-year-old.
Actually, it wasn't. It was a rush, if you want to know the truth. You want me to delve?
Go on.
Dinner's ready.
I was about to say, I said before about the fortunate son being, you know, the 3 individuals in this episode, the 3 boys. But then I was going to say before that the fortunate son could also be Tony. He's the fortunate son that has to, you know, carry this baggage of the entire family. Not only his own family, but the mafia family in general. He's the fortunate son that had to inherit everything. He's the fortunate son that had to go through his traumatic experiences as we're seeing here. And I love how he sort of is in denial in this sort of session with Melfi, saying, you know what, you know, it didn't affect me. It's not traumatic, but I feel like it is hitting him later in his life. And you see the cues in this show. You see the hints as to why he behaves the way he does. It's because of his childhood. His childhood trauma didn't get the attention he needed, didn't get the attention he deserved, didn't get the help he needed probably earlier in his life. And I feel like Melfi right there, and we know from her reasoning before, she sees a troubled individual here and cannot help but stand by her moral code and try to help this individual, even though she knows what he is. I feel like at the same time, she wants to help him, but at points, I feel like, and I've said it a couple of reactions ago, she's not really helping him. I feel like she's overwhelmed with curiosity, and she hasn't really done anything in terms of like, from a therapy standpoint, from what I see, to like implement sort of changes in lifestyle and things like that to help Tony. Yeah, she's prescribed the medicine, but it's only this episode where Tony said, you know, it's time to get down to business, otherwise this ends. Enough me putting money in your pocket. Let's implement something. And you saw Melfi say, okay, now if you want a mental health strategy, we'll implement a mental health strategy. Let's start somewhere. So I really, really love this episode.
What you're seeing today
Is that Good, Bad, and the Ugly playing in the background?
Sad thing. You disobeyed your old man, and I ought to give you the belt. But I gotta say, a lot of boys your age would have run like a little girl. But you stayed. I know you like Mr. s3ep3. We all do. He's a lovely man. The man is a gambler. He got over his head in debt. He owed me money and he refused to pay. He avoided me. That's why you should never gamble, Anthony. What was I supposed to do? That's my livelihood. So I put food on the table. You should never gamble, Anthony.
Johnny, dinner's ready. Anthony! Janice, turn that off.
Let this be a lesson to you.
Hey, he gambled when he went for Jimmy Altieri.
Beautiful cut he sent.
You like it standing with the bone in, Holly?
Look at those juices.
Hey, take this somewhere else, man. Not in front of the kids. The amount of stuff that's went down in this house. Look at Barbara. Barbara being Barbara.
I'm no good.
Go Wayne Newton. Can I have the end piece?
Hey, let Barbara eat,
Johnny,
man.
let's eat while it's still hot.
You bet, baby. The lady loves her meat.
He has his first panic attack here with the cutting of the meat. Because it's like cutting of the flesh. Similar to the individual getting his pinky cut off.
This was your first panic attack?
Fainted. That's what my old man called it.
Obviously, we finally touched on something here.
Finally!
What you witnessed that day?
The Rock has come to therapy!
And your mother's great pleasure in it?
Was the only time you could count on her being in a good mood. When the weekly meat delivery from s3ep3 showed up at the house. Or Fusco. The vegetable man, maybe. Probably the only time the old man got laid.
Probably.
Pretty sick, huh? Getting turned on by free cold cuts.
Do you think that your mother questioned why the meat was free? The meat that was going into her children's mouths?
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't even want to fucking think about any of this shit.
I'm sure it was too much for you then, too. That's why you short-circuited. Puberty. Witnessing not only your mother and father's sexuality, but also the violence and blood so closely connected to the food you were about to eat.
I just said that with the flesh.
And also, the thought that someday you might be called upon to bring home the bacon. Like your father.
All this from a slice of gabagool?
Yeah.
Kind of like Proust's Madeleines.
What?
Marcel Proust wrote a 7-volume classic, Remembrance of Things Past. He took a bite of a Madeleine. It's a kind of a tea cookie he used to have when he was a child. And that one bite unleashed a tide of memories of his childhood and ultimately of his entire life.
It was a trigger.
This sounds very gay.
There's
I hope
certain
you're not saying that.
there's certain triggers. There's certain catalysts.
Understanding root causes will make you less vulnerable to future episodes.
My fucking head is swimming here.
We're gonna have to stop. It's a lot to process. But we've made real progress today. Good work.
Thank you. I agree.
And I'd really like you to write down any thoughts or associations.
We're doing something. I want to comment on the camera work this episode with Tony and Melfi's interaction. Usually there's sometimes an establishing shot of them in the therapy mood. In the therapy room from like the corner of the room, or would be like an aerial shot establishing the positions of the characters in the room. But this episode, the camera work has only been, it was only on one side of Melfi's. We never got the other angle of Melfi. It's like we're only showing her good side, and it was the same with Tony. The camera was sort of angled to the right hand side, so looking onto Melfi's left hand shoulder. Even when it cut to sort of like the mid-range shots where it was like center on, it was still tilted to the right. And then when we cut to Tony, the camera was like sort of like tilted to the left hand side of the screen, or viewing from the left hand side of the room, and it was, you know, pointing towards his right hand shoulder. And even like I said with Melfi, when it cut to like the center shots, it was still planted towards like the left hand side, looking onto his right shoulder. Now I'm not sure if that's intentional or it's meant to mean something. I haven't quite picked up on it yet in terms of like its meaning, or maybe it was just a stylistic choice for this episode. But this episode, I've noticed that they did not move to the other side of the camera or showcase the other angle. They only showed one side of that character, and the camera was positioned only in one yeah, in sort of one angle for the certain character. So like Melfi, the camera positions like sort of like on the right hand side of the screen, on Melfi's left shoulder, and then with Tony it was his right shoulder. And yeah, they didn't change to an alternate cut overlooking the character's other shoulder, which was interesting.
You see the left tackle?
I thought the tailback had it.
You gotta keep your eye on the ball, AJ. The ball. That's what
Hey,
it's
the
all
Super
about.
Bowl was yesterday as well.
Okay,
I love this episode.
Where?
I gotta bring these things over to Med. My Viking shoes. She's been missing my brajol.
Can I come?
He,
we're watching the
he
game.
really wants to see Meadow.
I like going to the city. I can catch the game in the car.
It's nice he wants to visit his sister.
You're right. I'll get my shoes.
Why don't you watch your game, Tone?
What, I shouldn't go now?
AJ, why don't you bring this stuff out to the car?
Thank you. She about to have that conversation. A lot of characters wearing red leather this episode as well. His ex Gulmar wearing
This is
red.
about Sambo, right? I'm paying for that goddamn college.
I don't know what's going on.
Carmela now wearing red and Johnny wearing
If you
red.
want to make a big scene at your daughter's new college, then comb your hair and come right along. Embarrass her. Alienate her. Or better yet, cut her off. Let her drop out of there and go to a state school. Or maybe move back in here.
I was just trying to protect her from herself. And I'll do that till the day I fucking die.
I'm not going to tell you can't come, Tony. She's your daughter.
Maybe it's best if you don't come. Let things...
I'll probably watch the game.
Smart move. Are Ruffles any good? Can anyone vouch? Yep. Talking about protecting his daughter, and then we see women here at the Bada Bing. In all sorts.
Look at your favorite Santa Barbara olive.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Everyone's watching this game.
Noah, would you mind?
Noah told me what Dad said to him. It's all out in the open, so fuck this.
Let's watch the latrine lip.
Oh, what'd Dad say?
Anthony, would you go downstairs and wait for me? I would like to talk to your sister.
Oh, I know what he said.
Hey, he just said Noah can't build the ark. That's it. He wanted to build one for Meadow. She said he said she can't join. That's all she said.
What did your father say?
Like he didn't tell you, please.
Well, believe what you
He
like.
called Noah things that are so disgusting and ugly, I can't even repeat it.
No, you are right. There is no excuse.
Just lucky I didn't punch his fucking lights out.
Because you're a civilized person.
So what was this going to be then? Some kind of a big drama? But you wanted your father to come here for what? To subject your friend to this again?
Oh, wait, so I'm in the wrong. The rest of the world should work around his racist, retrograde, fucking asshole personality.
He comes from a place and a time where he thinks he has your best interests at heart.
New Jersey? The third millennium?
Noah, I'm sure you must know what I'm talking about. Coming from a racially mixed marriage, I'm sure that's been a difficult burden to shoulder.
Don't slam his family background. Look what you wound up in.
Noah, would you excuse us a moment? I would like a word with my daughter.
Not going anywhere unless she wants me to.
Holy moly.
It's okay, I'll be up in a little while.
Okay, we need Tony Carmela Soprano here. We need authority Carmela here. Hey, listen, I what Tony did to Noah was completely wrong. But I understand in terms of like what Carmela's trying to say, where Tony comes from a place and time, about, you know, race and culture and things like that, because I come from an Arabic family. I come from a Lebanese background, and grandparents Syrian, Lebanese. Mum was born in Libya, things like that, like different cultures and backgrounds. And still, you see it today. Grandparents and sort of like great uncles and aunties have this traditionalist view and still don't know how to react when they see, or like they just still have this like sort of narrow-minded view of other cultures or other races still, and you try to single it out to them and they don't understand still because they're so stuck in their ways. So I can see where Tony was coming with Meadow in terms of like, why he's so protective of her because of Noah's background, but the way he approached it with Noah was completely wrong. It's just like, he comes from a time and place where obviously, yeah, he only knows one way. And I feel like Carmela's trying to take a more civilized approach here. I don't know what the Social Network was trying to say here in terms of saying he was going to punch Tony's lights out. That wouldn't have gone according to plan. He would have been 6 feet under, like The Weeknd, if he even tried that. So yeah, he's completely wrong in that department. So I don't believe him there. He can act all tough in front of Meadow, but he ain't holding a candlelight to Tony. Okay.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut because I know that anything I say to you or your father will just fuel this.
I'm not gonna stop seeing Noah.
I put your helmet in there and your padded shorts, although I would really rather you not ride your bike in the city.
If you must know, I'm going to Litchfield, Connecticut, to the weekend home of some friends of Noah's parents, who work at NBC.
That's good, man. She's networking. She's creating contacts. She's making a life for herself. Let her. Interesting that Carmela reserved her thoughts there. Do you think she holds the same view as Tony in terms of Noah, but just held her emotions in well? I know what AJ was thinking there.
Get out here.
Oh, hi. You must be the famous Spill. It's moving day, huh?
Oh, don't give me bullshit. Where is my leg?
Your leg? Oh, yeah. Where's your...
I know you took it.
That's preposterous. I mean, what possible use would I have for your leg?
Because you think that will make me give records back. But you are wrong.
Stay strong, Svetlana.
Connection between
Stay strong.
taking my mother's records and the disappearance of your leg. Wow. The records return to their rightful owner, and so does the leg.
Oh, I was about to say she's putting on the accent with leg.
You can live with yourself.
Bill, don't waste breath. This cunt is gonna be sorry she ever fuck with me.
I'm rooting for Svetlana. I don't know why, but I am.
Have all your shit out of here, because I'm calling the locksmith.
Actually, I do know why. And that why is standing right in front of me. Not Chris, the one before.
Under no circumstances move this car or your life will not be worth shit.
Give me Jules' autograph.
You're a good kid. I'll bring you her underpants.
Why am I laughing at that? You're a good kid. Oh, Ghostface! Let's go!
Oh my god, oh my god.
Why? I know. There's full on a robbery happening and I get excited over Ghostface. Oh, come on, man.
You're robbing a benefit concert, you know that?
Is that all there is? I'll fucking blow your head off.
Most people charge
There's a police
for
officer just walking behind him.
What's going on, you? Shut up! Shut up! You say one word on that fucking thing and you're dead.
What's wrong with Jackie? Did he piss himself? Or... What happened?
There's your money.
Hey, even...
You ought to hit a 10 at Salon.
Yeah, I
Had
was...
a late night.
You don't look good. Compared to the
You gotta
beginning
give
of the
that shit a
episode.
rest. Man needs his 7 hours. Keeps your mind sharp.
This was work. Little Jackie hyped us to a score at the Rutgers campus. Not bad.
What's the matter, Chrissy? Tell Uncle Paulie.
This being made ain't working out the way I thought it would. A lot of responsibilities.
Fucking A. What did you think?
You're only as fucking smart as this week's lines. One false move and you spend your fucking time chasing it instead of making money.
Welcome to the NFL, rookie. Go home. Get some sleep. Tomorrow's a new day.
He thought he was going to get that Patty Mahomes contract up front, man. You got to work your way to the top. You got to prove yourself before you get that lifetime contract, boy. You want the 100 mil figure straight away.
Sorry I'm late. And I make a few stops.
You got to get paid the rookie salary first.
Oversmelt. Nah. We had a very good week this week, boss. How's the little friend doing? He had a few knocks, but it came out all right in the end. Yeah, well, wait till he hears the policy on newly made guys. They're subject to strip search for wires and shit. He'll love that.
He had augment his kick this week with a stick-up out at Rutgers. Little Jackie put him on to.
Jackie Aprile? He had something to do with this thing in the papers?
Don't worry. Junior was only the wheelman.
I specifically told Christopher to leave the kid the fuck out.
Just telling you what I know.
That beeper ain't gonna stop beeping.
Sopranos on the sidelines, 3 whole quarters waiting. But does his mind go soft? No. Does his fire go out? Heck no. When the call came, he brought his A game. This young man may have a big future ahead of him. He may be a leader. And that's what it takes. And that's why I'm naming him defensive captain.
Hopefully this coach is not like the last one, but
All
yeah,
right,
fair play.
So let's hit those showers, one thought in mind. Soprano. Soprano, you all right?
Fortunate son. What was the trigger there for AJ? That defensive captain. Is it just the attention all to himself? Is that what caused the panic attack? Because that's going to be really interesting going forward now. Tony's going to want to give as much attention to AJ. AJ might visit Melfi, you know. That might be interesting. But yeah, he's going to need to give attention to AJ now just as much as himself in terms of like he doesn't want to make sure AJ makes the same mistakes he did, leaving the attention of these panic attacks too late. You can't let these things go, you know, unattended. But obviously this episode focused on Tony's first early panic attacks and what the cues were for that. And obviously his experience with his father chopping the pinky off, and then obviously seeing the roast later with his mum cutting the flesh up, and that bang, trigger, bang, panic attack. And with Chris right there, I want to with AJ, sorry.
Ahead of him. He may be a leader. And that's what it takes. And that's why I'm naming him defensive captain. All right, all right. So let's hit those showers, one thought in mind. Soprano.
Yeah, I think maybe it was just him I guess being told that he's gonna be a leader one day. And I guess like that pressure being put onto him, like the expectations, he doesn't want that. And I think earlier this episode, I think you saw those hints about his parents, you know, him saying he doesn't want to go to college and his parents saying, no, you want to go to college. I think it's just I feel like maybe his cues, like when someone expects too much of him, possibly. But yeah, that was a very interesting episode of The Sopranos. I actually really loved it. I love how we, you know, delved a little bit more into the mafia lifestyle in terms of the day-to-day activities a little bit with Chris being made. So we saw it through the lens of Chris, and how, you know, he has targets to meet. It's not, you know, you're not a little errand boy running around anymore as you please, you know, doing the hits and stuff like that. You have, benchmarks, you have targets, you can have losses during the week, and you have to make up those losses, and you can set a precedent for, you know, you don't want to set a standard where you're known for losses earlier on. You got to make it up. And yeah, Paulie's family, but Paulie has to be a hard ass here, and he is being a hard ass. He's being, you know, truthful. He's being very, very, honest about it, brutally honest, you may say. But yeah, I think in terms of like for the mafia future, Chris is gonna really, you know, appreciate what Paulie's doing to him now in the future, in terms of like when it comes for Chris, you know, to being in Paulie's position or Tony's position in the future, for instance. He's gonna have to, you know, train new people up, and he's gonna have to pass down those teachings. So that's all Paulie's doing. He's just passing on those teachings. He's passing on the rituals, how it was long ago, those traditions. So yeah, I absolutely love this episode. And I hope you guys are enjoying these reactions. As always, it's been your boy Elie Moses. I didn't want to get a reaction in tonight, but I did. So take care. God bless. Peace.